A very happy Christmas to you. Christmas Eve, to be specific. Doesn't feel like Christmas at all, does it? At all. Big energy, big excitement inside of me because I know I can feel things are shifting and you may feel the same way. So there's a different reason for excitement, right? So this is a massive energy update. There's a lot in here that I want to share with you. And first of all, I'm just going to dive straight into the prospect of 2023 and beyond, right? Veil's really thin, okay? We have gone through so much. We have done the work. We've purged our way through. And we're now starting to feel the truth of who we are, right? That our inner alchemy is coming online. I should actually call this video Journey Back to Self, because essentially that's exactly what's happened. Over our lifetimes, especially recent times, we've kind of gone through the physical, the baggage, the dark night of the souls. We come back. We've gone through the emotional stuff, the depression, Then that all fizzled out. And then we kind of arrived at this place of just like, oh, I can feel some flutters and some weird things happening in my body. I can start to hear spirit in a different way. It's almost like a mystifying, it's a bit misty, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And it's like you feel yourself walk through portals. I went into the mall the other day. I came out and I felt like I was in a different dimension in a good way. I was like, did I come out the same mall? It was quite bizarre. And there's this like connection to your multidimensional self like we've never felt before, right? So with that being said, what's going to be happening now is your real crystal clear clarity on your mission and purpose and what you've come here to do. It begins at the bottom to do with what's my heart's desire? I want to go and learn how to snowboard. I want to go and be a painter or whatever. That creativity burst is coming out of you. Me, for one, I'm going to share with the group, I'm signing up for DJ lessons. I'm kind of like that. I wanted to surf. I went and had lessons. I learned how to surf. I wanted to do this. I'll go have lessons. Whether I'm good at it or not, it doesn't matter because it's all just like creativity. But the music is my life. And, I was a 90s raver, man. I grew up around DJs. So it's just going back to that, I suppose, But anyway, I'm signing up for something that's really going to make my heart sing on a creative level. So there is that. But for my conscious creators out there, those kind of like teachers, way showers, pioneers who have agreed to kind of like impart their knowledge and wisdom to the masses, we kind of got deeper stirrings going on. I'm feeling missions being called back to the UK. There's tribes that I can feel are connecting with me energetically. And I'm like, right, I'm getting ready to go and like go onto a new level of service, right? So 2023 is very much like that and beyond. That's what we came here for, right? So with that, usually I share my offerings at the end of the video, but I'm going to do it here because it fits in with this. So I want to put on your radar the Heka codes, okay? The Heka codes is my offering. Heka is magic and medicine. Okay, and it's Egyptian magic and medicine, but it's alchemy. It's all the Hermetic teachings of alchemy. It's all of this ancient philosophy, knowledge and wisdom that we have at our fingertips to be able to work with energy and manifest things. It's a divine template. Put anything on the Heka template, you can manifest and activate anything you like. So there are three sessions, one-on-ones, which activate your system and being into being that badass alchemist. And once you know that frequency and how to work with it, you can apply it to anything, no matter how small or big the project is. That's why the Heka codes are so in alignment for 2023 and beyond. It's like they've been birthed at this time. Well, alchemy's been around forever, I know that. But this Heka codes has been presented to us through me at the right time because now we need that shit, man. So that's the Heka codes. All of this is link in bio or link in the write-up so you can go and have a look deeper into that. The second thing is if you want to go into a much deeper, more activating example of that, Tablets of Light tour, that portal is on fleek right now. Since I've gone through my upgrade, since humanity's gone through the upgrade, Tablets of Light tour has expanded in its energy and it's got a lot going on there. Now, it's like Marmite, either love it or hate it. I either talk about this and you kind of like your eyes mist over, or you're all ears. You will know if you are to be part of this Tablets of Light tour, okay? And it's a specific frequency. So it's basically either going to like give you tingles or it's not, and if it gives you tingles, we need to talk and we can talk in depth about the Tablets of Light, how it can bring you online as a conscious creator and also get your Heka magic activations on fleek. So you can go away from that place, away from Egypt and really carry through into everything you do and beyond in a very, very big way. Okay, so that's the Tablets of Light tour. And then my newsletter, I'm getting quite good at this now. I'm going to start sending them out in quite a rhythmic way, whereas before I was quite bad about it. I wasn't very good. But now I'm sending out the newsletter. And on that newsletter is really cool free meditations, which do not get featured on my YouTube channel or anywhere else. They are exclusive to you peeps on my newsletter. All of the discounts and offerings and everything will be shared there. So again, link is in bio. Make use of all these tools that are being like shared with you, because there's going to be some cool stuff in there in the future, especially in January. Look out for that. So now, with the most recent newsletter I've just sent out is all about Nephthys. Nephthys is the twin sister of Isis, and she is basically, when Isis and Nephthys come together, they are at their most powerful. So Nephthys was what they call the lady of the house. She didn't like all the publicity. She'd stay in the background. Whereas Isis was just like, yeah, she liked it. She was out there. She was very much seen. Nephthys, the unseen. So there's this perfect balance between the shadow and the light. And Nephthys is always, I think we all have a bit of Nephthys inside of us. She's the spellcaster. She's the one that works in the shadows. She's actually Anubis's mom, okay? Real mom, right? So she's like, she's very quiet and subtle, but powerful AF. Now, I just recently brought through a meditation and activation on the newsletter. So when you sign up, you'll get access to her, because she was very much part of the recent shift, especially to do with the 21st, the solstice. We were kind of like going into this kind of like really cool but eerie kind of energy, very moody. That's the word I'm looking for, moody. And that inner part of us that holds all that Heka, which is what I talked about, the Heka codes, that Heka, that magic, the medicine. Remember, creation is made in the dark, right? That darkness, don't be scared about it, because that's where you hold your power. So all of this was coming online, and I was like feeling Nephthys so strong. And now Nephthys and Isis are very much with me at the moment. And like I say, perhaps after this video and perhaps after the meditation that you sign up for, it will be it'll be very present with yourself as well. So there's lots of gods and goddesses making themselves known to us right now. We can really feel their magic and medicine because it's in us. The veil is thinned. Why? Because we've dropped the baggage. That's awesome. And it's only going to be more so. It's only going to build. So as of next year, you're probably going to feel a very overwhelming excitement of shit you want to do, because there's going to be like, abundance is going to come online. If you are New Earth in it, then it's a no-brainer. So, the Tablets of Light tour, or other places that you want to go, the Himalayas, whatever, it is possible if you will it to be so. It's that simple, right? So now, moving into the new moon, which by the way was like I was going to swear then, a flipping full moon. Try not to do that. I swear like a sailor. It was like a full moon. I was in bed yesterday. I was so tired and I was so drained. Now, your dream state during this new moon time is really potent. It's only going to be more so. So the new moon came in. New moon wishes, new beginnings. We understand what that's all about. However, she did have a very purgative quality about her, because she's still getting rid of all of these shadows that we still need to go through, which I'm calling the dustpan and brush stage. Is it in suitcases and really heavy? Not really, because you've dropped those, but you've got a dustpan and brush thing going on that we just need to clear those bits and pieces up, that are still lying around. So, this is where you're at. And it's also going to tap into your sleep state as well, because I had a dream that I was actually on ayahuasca working with her. My dreams are one of my gifts and abilities. Many of you out there have the same gifts and abilities. We remember them, right? I never not remember my dreams. I kept waking up going, wow, I'm on ayahuasca. That's all I could remember. And I remember it being profound and intense. And then I don't remember a thing in the morning. I don't know why or whatever. I just knew that I was with Aya. So you may have had some very powerful dreams over this time. Now that's going to happen a lot, because remember, you're a sovereign being. These are all your gifts and abilities coming online. It might not come through dreams, it might come through a different way. However, doesn't matter. We all go to sleep, right? Some of us don't, because we suffer from insomnia. But that will also correct itself, because you're just scared of traveling. That's all. Just now you won't be. So when you go to sleep, do this. Lie in bed, 5 minutes of prayer. Run the white light wash, as I call it, all the way over the body. Keep it running, because you'll do your best, most powerful healing when you're asleep. Why? Because you're out the way of yourself. So ask from your guides. I need to know this. I need to know that. Or I go and travel with the star beings. I'm like, look, I want to go and travel. I want to go to a few classrooms. I need to know a few things about a few things. And that's what I do, So ask before you go to sleep. It's very powerful to work in an empowered way with your dream state. You are astral traveling. There's no you getting in the way. So do that, because you'll be quite surprised as to what comes through when you're working with your dream state like that and your guides in that manner. Okay. So the split, I'm going to call it the split over this new moon time, the split, basically, the way I'm going to explain it to you is just the best way to explain what happened to me, and you might be able to resonate with it, right? So as I say, we're still dustpan and brushing it a little bit, okay? So yesterday I went through, oh God, here we go. I'm at this old resistive place where I'm just doing too much and I panic and I'm like, I've got to do so many newsletters. I need to record so many videos. Oh my God, I've got so much work, and I get overwhelmed, right? Because Marie tends to go into too much doing and just a little bit of heka, only working with that much of our chemical abilities. When the real way, the true way is heka, working through your light body and all of that, little bit of doing, right? So that is the new earth. That is the truth of who we truly are and how we should be working. So yesterday I was in this space and I was just like, oh my God, am I here again? I can't believe this. So anyway, I sat there and I tapped into the energy of it. So, kind of like thinking in that way that I've got to do so much brought up fear, anxiety, almost like I'm never, ever going to get to the end of it and it's never going to fix anything. I'm never going to arrive anywhere. I'm never going to achieve anything, but I have to do it. Do you know what I mean? Martyrdom. So I sat there and I was thinking, well, this feels shit. This feels really horrible. And I just feel that impending doom again. And then I sat with my guides and I closed my eyes and I was just like, listen, I need a little bit of a hand here. And anyway, it's always Merlin that comes through and he was just like, remember your heka. And he said, working through your light body, you know what I mean? This is the only way that you do this now. You know this, okay? And what's happening here is just a split in options. You now know that this is the old way. And you now know when you tap into this, how does your body feel? Well, I tapped in and I felt expansive. I felt safe. I felt like everything was going to be okay. And I can just chill. In fact, it led me into a pathway of being, which I'm going to get to it just now. And it felt good. Then it was just a no-brainer. And I was like, well, this way feels shit. And it's always felt shit. That's what I know to be true. I've looked at this way, every which way. I've put it on the right way. I've put it on the wrong way. I've put it on whatever. I've tried this way so many different times and it's always been shit. Okay, I don't like it. So this way, when I tapped into this, I was like, I actually feel quite nice. This actually feels really nice. And I felt that there was expansion and there was flow and I feel kind of quite nice. And it was literally down to that. So if you don't like hot food, that curry's going to burn the shit out of your mouth. If you like salads, that one's not going to burn your mouth. Do you know what I mean? Which one are you going to go for? I mean, really. So I thought, can I carry on sticking pins in my eyes? Because I love resistance and it's so much fun and I get so much achieved in that vibration. Or do I go to this one here? And it was literally a no-brainer. But what happened was that it split. This usually is very confusing to me, but it had split to door 1 and door 2. Now let's ask the question, how did that happen? How come that's happened when I've spent so many years, so many lifetimes with this confusion? I can't get the tangled ball of wool separated. How was I able now to see it as black and white as that and to actually choose team light and go there? Because before I was going, oh, team light, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know whether I can trust you. I know you're God and everything like that. And you made the world and you did all of this, but like, I don't know, maybe you got it wrong. I mean, really, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Don't trust that though. So anyway, I sat here and I was just like, well, I'm very happy to go with team light now. I can really feel in my system that I know that this is the right way to go. It's like I say, literally a no-brainer. So why was I able to make that distinct choice and not even second guess it? Because as soon as I did, the energy shifted and changed and I felt all expansive and it was completely different. So how was I able to do that? So basically, it's because we are now believing, we are now trusting, okay? Whereas before, we didn't trust one iota. All we knew was illusion. All we knew was pain. That's all we knew. So that's what we just did every day. Now we've run the road with that. It's like a relationship that's gone bad. We can't stay there anymore. I know you're a shitbag and I know we're not good for each other. It's not you, it's me. We break up with it because it doesn't work. So now, Team Light, we've now cleared so much baggage, so much past life trauma, so much shit. And like, yay you, yay me. We've cleared so much that now we can see the truth of the matter. And we now understand that Team Light is the only way. We trust and we believe in the magic. We believe in our magic. which is why from now on we create from the light body, okay? We don't tire ourselves out. We work with spirit, we co-create because we know that we're going to be okay. Because why? We trust it. Because every time we have gone over there, we've kind of been okay. Did you die though? I die here all the bloody time. I'll go and mess with this and I'll probably go through another 4 spiritual deaths tomorrow. And that's another point to my whole conversation here, is that we can carry on vibing with these guys here quite happily. And you're always going to go through a spiritual death and you're always going to find work, work to do and things to unpack, but it never ends. You're never going to get to the point where you go, oh, that's all my shadow work done. You're always going to find shit like a scab to pick at. You're always going to. So that roundabout or that hamster wheel is never going to stop. It's never gonna. So how do you know when to get off it? You're going to be there in another 5 lifetimes. But now we know that we can go over to Team Light because this is infinitely good. And we know how we feel. It just boils. It's a taste test, guys. It's the taste test. We know how that feels. And in our system, I feel safe. Well, in my system, I feel expansive. In my system, I feel good. Well, we must be onto something over here then. That's the trust. That's the belief, And that's it. And that's all, really, So basically, it's just a case of saying, well, how's that served you? How did that feel all those eons? That's it. It's basically black and white now, isn't it? So that's where we're at. And that's where I'm going to leave my share now, because that was quite an in-depth explanation. And I hope that you are working with your Heka and your magic and medicine in a really cool way. And you're starting to see how bloody badass, amazing starseeds you are, because I'm starting to see it in myself. And I think that is just a job well done. So as we walk away from 2022, we can microphone drop it, we can go like that, and then we can live happily ever after. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Anyway, I'm going on to another video now because there is another video about Wadjet that I want to share, and I'm having to record it now because it's about the 25th of December. So if you feel called to go onto a bit of Kundalini energy, Wadjet, Goddess of Egypt vibe, go on to the next video. All the other stuff, link in bio or in the link. Love y'all.